Sarah loved the way the city hummed around her, the constant buzz of traffic and chatter, the endless stream of people rushing by. But here, in this tiny cafe, she found her sanctuary, a place where she could lose herself in the pages of a good book. She sipped her latte, savouring the rich flavour. The aroma of freshly ground coffee beans filled the air. It mingled with the scent of old books and leather chairs. Sarah felt at peace, surrounded by the things she loved most. Her fingers traced the worn edges of her favourite novel. She'd read it countless times, but it never lost its magic. The characters felt like old friends. Their stories were a comforting embrace in this bustling world. Sarah glanced up, watching the world go by outside the window. People hurried past, their faces buried in their phones. She wondered about their stories, their hopes and dreams. In this digital age, it was easy to feel connected, yet so alone. That's when she saw him, a man with tousled hair and kind eyes. He was scribbling furiously in a notebook, his brow furrowed in concentration. Sarah found herself intrigued. She watched as he ordered another coffee. His voice was soft but confident. The barista smiled, clearly charmed. Sarah felt a flutter in her chest. She couldn't explain it, but she wanted to know more about him. As if sensing her gaze, he looked up. Their eyes met across the crowded room. Sarah felt a jolt of electricity. She quickly looked away, her cheeks flushing, but she couldn't resist glancing back. To her surprise, he was walking towards her. Her heart raced. He stopped at her table, a shy smile on his face. "I couldn't help but notice what you're reading," he said. "It's one of my favourites." And just like that, a connection was born. His name was Alex. He was a writer working on his first novel. They talked for hours about books, dreams, and the city they both loved. Sarah felt herself opening up in a way she hadn't in years. As the cafe closed around them, neither wanted the night to end. They walked through the city streets. The neon lights cast a soft glow on Alex's face. Sarah found herself drawn to him, to his gentle laugh and the way his eyes crinkled when he smiled. They stopped at a quiet corner. The air was thick with unspoken words. Alex tucked a strand of hair behind Sarah's ear. His touch sent shivers down her spine. She leaned in, her heart pounding. Their lips met in a soft, tentative kiss. It was like coming home, like finding a piece of herself she didn't know was missing. As they pulled apart, Sarah knew this was just the beginning of something beautiful. Section 4. Navigating Love in the Digital Age. In the weeks that followed, Sarah and Alex's connection deepened. They texted constantly, shared silly memes and heartfelt confessions. Technology became a bridge between their busy lives, but it wasn't always easy. Sarah found herself checking her phone obsessively, waiting for Alex's next message. She wondered if this digital connection was real, if it could translate to the physical world. They had to learn to balance, to put down their phones and truly be present, to savor the moments they had together in person, to build intimacy beyond the screen. It was a dance, a delicate balance of digital and physical connection. But with each date, each conversation, they grew closer. Sarah realized that love in the modern age was different, but no less real, no less powerful. Section 5. Balancing Career and Connection. As their relationship blossomed, new challenges arose. Sarah's job demanded long hours, and Alex was consumed by his writing. Finding time for each other became a constant struggle. They had to learn to prioritize, to carve out moments for intimacy amidst the chaos. Sometimes it was a quick lunch date, other times a stolen kiss in the elevator. Every moment felt precious. Sarah worried. Was their love strong enough to withstand the pressures of their careers? She saw friends' relationships crumble under similar strain, but Alex was different. He understood her ambition, supported her dreams. Together, they found a rhythm. They learned to communicate openly, to express their needs and fears, to celebrate each other's successes. Their love became a source of strength, a foundation that supported their individual growth. Section 6. The Evolution of True Love. As months turned into years, Sarah's understanding of love deepened. It wasn't just about the passionate kisses or the butterflies in her stomach. It was about the quiet moments too. She loved the way Alex knew how she took her coffee, the way he'd leave sticky notes with silly jokes around their apartment, the way he held her hand during scary movies. These small acts of love meant everything. Their physical intimacy evolved too. It became less about urgent desire, more about comfort and connection, a gentle touch, a loving embrace. Sarah realized that true intimacy was about being fully seen and accepted. As she watched Alex sleep one night, Sarah had an epiphany. Love wasn't a destination, it was a journey, a constant evolution. And she was grateful for every step of this beautiful, messy, wonderful adventure. With Alex by her side, she was ready for whatever came next.